Okay, we're at the bench with the buffers and grinders and stuff. And I've shown you this before, but again, I'm just going to start doing each project every step of the way. What the hell? You remember I drilled this airway that was 115. I opened it about halfway down to 128. And the reason for that is this drill bit here, this long one, is 128, which means when you thread this like so and push it to where it encounters that micro shoulder of a few thousandths of an inch and then give it a little twist for good measure, you now have the stem locked into position so that you can rotate it like so. And we're going to go this way while the buffing wheel goes that way, and we're going to simultaneously polish the tenon as well as reduce its dimension by about 1/1000th of an inch, in that neighborhood. I'm using a green compound. Anything fairly coarse will work great. And periodically we will remove it from, just slide it off the rod and test fit. It's fairly close, I'm going to guess, just by the way it looked at the machine there. I wear a glove when I do this on my left hand in the event that I would touch the back of one finger to this edge right here, which is sharp enough to cut you if it's spinning. And I figure, what the hell, it doesn't cost me anything to take a safety measure. So you don't need to run the vacuum, but there's still going to be some motor noise. This doesn't take too long, but I'm just going to leave it all in there. Speed on the motor is medium high at approximately 2000 RPM. And the reason the rotational speed matters on this, because you're both trying to, if it's too hard, you can, centrifugal force, angular momentum will make the thing dome in the center slightly, and you want a little bit of conformity, to a little wrap factor. You have to experiment some with it, but around 1800, 2000 is the right speed for this task. And as you can see, it shines things up pretty sweet. I'm going to hit it lightly with some wax and test the fit. Okay, when I say wax, I don't mean carnauba wax, but beeswax. Let's see what we got here. Boy howdy, perfect fit, light tight from every view. Again, this isn't quite as easy as it looks, in that I've done it many, many times. And for example, how long I held it against the wheel, it's like you count in your mind while you're doing it, knowing exactly how much material you want to remove. So practice does make perfect. It isn't ridiculously difficult, but it isn't quite as simple as I just made it look. So if you go after this method in your own shop and aren't having luck at first, fear not, just keep at it. You know it works because you've seen it. And notice that this round stem is larger than the wood all around. Now we're going to reduce the size of the shank so it wasn't an issue, but we're starting to look pretty good here, I think. Next step, of course, is to take off excess material, and we'll get her done here straight away.